Welcome back to Digger Detecting. My name is Luke and a recognised Minelab Detectorist, and today we have the brand new Equinox 900 out in the field ready to give you a look at all the differences. So we've got the 800 side by side. We're going to run around just quickly and show you a look what is new, what is old, and everything that basically you're going to get when you buy the new 900. So we're also at an old school site which happens to be the boys' school site, and we're going to go through and hunt it out quickly, learning the new 900 together. Just a quick video seeing what it can do on the coins and relics. So let's get started and let's show you a look at them both. Rightio, so as mentioned, we have the 800 and the brand new Equinox 900 side by side sitting out here in the grass, ready to give you a look at the exact differences. And I'll try and run through as much as I can. You've got to remember, I am still learning myself. You know, I have had it for a little while there. However, through work and through everything else going on, our recent digger detecting event included, I have not had a chance to get it all out that much in the field and really see what it can do. So look, I've had it at home, had it set up and playing, however not really much in the field. So I'm very excited to see what it can do today and show you guys a look and learn together as we go. So enough of that, and now let's give you a look at the differences. So we do have the upgraded carbon fiber detect edge shaft, red belly carbon fiber shaft on the old 800, and the upgraded detected alloy arm cuff there. So keep that in mind. However, what we're really going to be focusing on is mainly the control unit. So I'm going to zoom in there. We're going to put them right side by side, and you guys can really have a look at them both. I'm just trying to make sure it zooms in for you. So a little bit of a different interface there with the old 800 compared to the new 900. Everything else practically remains the same. You've got your noise cancel, your ground balance, your volume adjust, your threshold level, a target tone, except reject mode and recovery speed. So all the same settings. You know, if you're jumping from the 800 or the 600 and looking to purchase on the 7 or 900, it's it's going to be a bit of a learning curve, I will admit. However, nothing that people won't be able to pick up on and achieve, I'm sure. So really cool. We do have the red backlight. We also have the handle vibration on the brand new 900. Also the lit up backlight red keypad there, as opposed to the white illuminated 6 and 800 screen, and no obviously illuminated buttons and no handle vibrations. So I'm going to zoom you back out there very quickly. We're going to speak about the arm cuff here. I was going to say alloy arm cuff. As I said, remember that is the detected upgraded arm cuff. So originally it did have a plastic one on it. However, it was in a fixed position, just like this one here. Now, if you take a look at the brand new 700 and 900 design, and this is also very similar, or the same I should say, as the also brand new Manticore range, they have the nice clickable adjustable arm cuff at the end here, which look, I think is just great. And not only that, you can slip it right off the end there quite easily, and you know, look, pack away for transport or what have you. So even throw it in the backpack a lot easier. So, and these collapse down, the 7 and 900 collapse down a lot smaller. So I don't have the exact specifications on me right now. I will throw them up top left corner. However, the Equinox 900 collapses down a lot smaller and easier than the 6 and the 800. So amazing. So first thing you would have noticed, or many would have noticed, is the upgraded carbon fiber shaft that Minelab are now providing on the 7 and 900, which I just think is a killer idea. You know, like the carbon fiber shaft is really a no-brainer. It makes it lightweight, it makes it strong, and it makes it feel great to swing. So absolutely awesome idea by Minelab there. A credit to Minelab once again. So we also have the cam lock, double cam lock, basically telescopic shaft here in the two-piece, which is just great. You've got the first cam lock there, and the second one down below. It's going to be a little bit hard for me to do all this one hand and collapse them, and as I said, I don't know exactly the differences, you know, specifications of exactly how small they collapse down. We will try and show you collapsing them down in a second. However, I can guarantee you it's a lot smaller, a lot more compact to carry in the car, as I said, in the backpack. So awesome stuff. We've covered the arm cuff, we've covered the shaft, and now let's talk about something that, look, may feel a little bit irrelevant to some. However, I think it's quite important. Let me just adjust them there and get them right. I think it's quite important. Now, look, one of the first things I noticed, and what I also mentioned to many, is basically the difference in the handle. And look, not everybody has whopping big hands like me. However, what I've found over the years hunting with the Equinox 6 and 800 is the handle was just that little bit too small. And I even seen through social network, what have you, some upgraded features, or upgraded arm or handles, I should say, getting a little bit confused there, out on the market for people to buy, just to make it that little bit thicker, and also like a ring around to stop your hand slipping up, which I just think, you know, was a great idea. And look, over the years, you know, you do get hand cramps detecting 6-7 hour days. You do get hand cramps, or I was finding with this skinnier handle here, and just being perfectly round. Whereas you can see Minelab have made this one a lot more thicker, a lot wider, I should say. And not only that, they've created that little step, so as you sit your hand there for the day for 7 hours detecting out in the field, time and time again, your hand is not slipping up and hitting on the bottom of the control panel, control face unit there. So what a great idea. And one last thing I will say, I know it sounds a little bit irrelevant, however, the angle of the dangle, I tell you what, that makes a huge difference, you know. Basically having the handle at that angle, whilst holding the Equinox 6 and 800, they do feel great. However, the angle, you know, it just wasn't right there for me. And upon picking up the 7 and 900, well, the 900 I should say, a 700 is exactly the same. So what I'm mentioning relates to that machine also. Upon picking up the 900 though, I just felt the angle of the handle, and I just thought, wow, that is amazing. Thicker, wider, feels great, little step, and the angle just really accounts for everything else of that great feeling. So I tell you what, 6-7 hours hunting with the brand new Equinox 7 and 900 there. I said I haven't done too much field testing, however, just the feel of it alone, I am very impressed. So I cannot wait to now, as I said, get out and start hunting, using it more and learning it and sharing tips and tricks as we go. We do run the Equinox coin settings on the 800 here, my old coin program, which are basically used by hundreds, if not probably thousands, all around the world with a lot of success. We are also going to be developing a coin shooting program for the brand new 7 and 900, or maybe just the 900. I have not compared the differences yet. I remember the 6 and the 800 were quite different in the settings that could be adjusted. So my settings, unfortunately, for the 800 only work for the 800. They weren't really included on the 6. So look, we might be able to do both, or who knows, maybe we might be able to develop a program, a coin shooting program, which runs both the 7 and 900 and cover them both and help everybody out there. So anyway, quick look down the shaft there. The last thing that we have not covered, I've sort of got to run you around the control face a bit there too. However, I'm just thinking one of the things we may check out quickly is the coil here. Now look, the coils don't look all that different. Let me spin you around there. They don't look all that different at all. However, what is a huge difference is the brand new coil lugs. Look at those big shoulders that Minelab have incorporated in, a lot thicker and a lot wider, and as I said, those branched out shoulders are just amazing. So not only that, it's a bolt without a nut, it's just a bolt, and the nut is incorporated into the left lug there. I was going to call it a nug and not a gold nugget. I do have a support knuckle look, shaft or thing here, 3D printed, basically support knuckle, cable tied on, as you'll see on the 800. I did have a few issues snapping coil eyelets, as a few did, look, let's be honest, as a few did on this 6 and the 800. So support shaft on it, making that lot thicker. You can see the original thickness of the design though, and there was no shoulders on them, and that's exactly what that 3D printed support piece does. So just helps it thicken it up and make it a little bit stronger. However, on the 7 and 900, Minelab have incorporated that in 100%, and I am sure, look, I'm pretty sure, and not to be expecting to see or hear any bad reviews on this brand new design. So ripper work, Minelab, amazing, amazing, just amazing. So if you get a chance and you're visiting your local dealer, local Minelab dealer, be sure to do yourself a favor and go in and check them out. They are incredible. Let's turn them around now, because we're having a bit of issue there. You cannot really see the back control panel there because the sun is in the wrong direction. Dear, we'll just turn him round and we'll give you a proper look, and that way you can actually see in the sun, not in the shadows. So on the back there of the old Equinox 800, there is no built-in light. We all got pretty much very similar design, same charging port, same even coil basically design, coil cable design. I could take off this 11-inch coil right now and do the swapsy, change them over, and that goes for them all. The 6, the 11, the 15, they are all compatible with the 600, 800, 7 and the 900. So how amazing. Once again, nothing worse than buying all these accessories and you cannot use them on a Series 2 or the next model. So as you'll see on the 800 here and the 700, we have now a built-in backlight, and look, I won't bother turning it on today. As you can see, it's a beautiful sunny day and I don't think that we're going to see or really see much at all. So same charging port, same cable. As I said, once again, we can basically swap over, do the swapsies with the coils. So it's a lot thicker control unit. I'll try and bring them back together a little bit there. They're probably going to have a bit of a fight if we put them too close together. Bit of competition between these two, I'm sure. There'll be some rivalry in future as we really see what the 7 and 900 can do. However, you can see a little bit of a different control panel there, a lot thicker with the 900 and the 700 as opposed to the 6 and the 800 here. It looks like it's built a lot better, a lot thicker, a lot better, so, and sealed a lot better for future. So especially for everybody out there that loves the water hunting. I don't do that much myself. However, I wouldn't mind doing it. However, I'm just not that sort of guy. I'd rather be on land than the water. I take my hat off to anybody that does. So awesome stuff though, should be a lot better. And the buttons there, I'm just zooming in on. As you can see, the 6 and the 800, the buttons do protrude. You can feel them as you run your thumb down there. Whereas the 7 and the 9, they've incorporated them in and built them in. Look, small features, small details, small things, I know to some. However, just all around amazing. And to me, it's those little finer details that really get you, really make a product. So great success with the 6 and the 800. I am certain, 110% certain, the 7 and 900 are going to do the exact same. Let's get them away from each other too, just quickly before they start fighting. And now, as I said, let's run through quickly just the settings we're going to be using here today. And as I said, it's not going to be a very long hunt. We are only here time limited, and look, we have done this school before in the past. However, I'm just out to see what the 900 here can do and learn it a little bit more and show you guys the look. So let's get him turned on now and let's see what it can do. So one thing I think would be great to show just before we start, as I said, and I'll give you a quick run through of the quick setup that we'll be using here today. Oh, listen to all those noisy trucks and cars in the background too, and we're right beside a main road. So what I'm thinking though, I was just about to turn the new 900 on and make a start. However, I just thought I'd quickly show you one last thing, and that is just how quickly, just how quickly the brand new 900 turns on. I was pointing at the wrong machine. It's just super quick, super smart, and just super quick. It's amazing. So let's turn the 800 on quickly. We will not turn them on together, they will fight. Let's just turn him on quickly though and show you a look. So still going, still thinking. There it is, it's opened up and it's alive. So now let's turn him off. As I said, we won't turn them on together, they will fight. And let's turn on the brand new 900 and give you a quick look at just how quick it is. Ready? Whoa, there we go. Straight away, I reckon about a quarter of the time. And not to mention, you've got to hold the button in for a second to turn the 800, 600 on. You only just tap the button with the 7 and 900 and it turns straight on. And likewise, tap him off on the both. So amazing, amazing. Now, let's put the 800 down and let's concentrate our time on the 900 here. Rightio, so a really quick run through these settings, guys, and then we're going to make a start. I tell you what, this video is going to blow out to about over an hour if we don't. So as I said, just a very, very quick run through. So we are going to look at the sensitivity. We better bump that up. We were doing a video inside the other day, and we're doing the target ID video, and we had to drop it down. So this school, as I said, is near the road. A lot of EMI. We've got power lines and houses and the main road right beside. So the Equinox 900 here does go up to 28 as opposed to the old 25 sensitivity on the 6 and the 800. However, I don't feel that we're going to be able to run that today. You know, even on the 6 and the 800, we would never been able to run max sensitivity here. So it is running quite right there. A few little chirps coming in. What I generally like to do is just sort of bump it down until it goes quiet and then notch it up one every so often. I think if we went to 24, it may just be a little too chirpy. You can hear more noises coming through. So 23 is where it's at for us today. We'll leave them alone at that. We'll go through noise cancel onto ground balance there. We do not need to touch that at all. Once again, it is not, you know, like a lot of my videos, it is not really required to adjust the ground balance or to even, you know, look, I don't even ground balance that often myself. I generally, when hunting, turn on, shoot a quick noise cancel, don't bother about a ground balance, and off I go. And as you'll see, we generally have some really great success. So volume left on 25 today. It's a noisy site, cars going past, threshold level. Once again, not something that you really need to touch or worry about unless you like to have that, you know, that constant pitch going on whilst detecting. So we don't, or I don't, so we move past that guy. Target tones, you've got what, 2 or 1, 2, 5, all tones, and DP, I'm trying to remember what that was. I've still got to learn a little bit. As I said, I've only just read the instruction manual today. You've got to remember this Equinox has only been released for about 4 or 5 days, and the instruction manual with it. So everything I've done prior, I've sort of had to guess or learn myself playing with this guy at home. So except reject, we now have from -19 right through to 99, as opposed to basically what we had before on the 6 and the 800, where it went through to the 40. So trying to think what to say there and trying to remember the numbers. There is so much going on in my head, so a lot to learn. Anyway, what we're going to do today is, look, we did do the target ID chart there the other day in a video. Throw it up top left corner if anybody has not seen it. A great, you know, a great watch and a great way to learn what numbers to be looking for. However, I don't have the little target ID charts printed out, made up and laminated yet, so we don't have that guide here to help us and reference off today. That is okay though. We're just going to do our best. And remember, if some have watched the videos, remember that most of everything that we used to like to cherry pick for through from 18 through to 40 on the Equinox 800 with my coin shooting program, we now sort of think, or we now sort of know through doing that target ID video, that most of everything we want when cherry picking, that is, we want to dig sort of from about, look, oh dear, 50, 60 through to the 99 range, and that will cover the gold coins, the pennies, the silvers, the silver rings, all that sort of wonderful stuff. So let me take a breath. The sun is heating up too. Now look, recovery speed. Now this is a big one. Just quickly, it's all personal preference, you know, it comes down to the individual, and what I like to generally run and what I used to run all the time with great success on the Equinox 6 and 800 was a high recovery speed with a very low iron bias. Now, not too low iron bias where you're digging too much rusty nails. However, we are going to go for an 8 recovery speed, just like I did used to on the 800. The poor old 800 is retired now, isn't it? It's just set aside. So, and if we hold down the settings button once again, like the 6 and the 800, we jump over to the iron bias, and we can discriminate out what we don't want to hear or how much we don't want to hear. So remember though, keep in mind, the higher you run this setting, just like the 6 and the 800, the more you're telling the machine you want to mask the rubbish, you want to not dig the trash. So if you have a rusty nail and a $2 coin or a silver coin sitting together in the hole at a high recovery speed of 9 or 6 or 7 even, you may mask that signal and you may miss it. So look, 0 is generally where it's at for me, and I was going to run actually 1, but you know what, let's leave it on 0. Let's live life on the edge and let's run exactly what we used to run on the 800 and see the results and see if it's a very similar success or even better once again. So 0 iron bias. Jumping over, there is multiple iron bias modes there too. We can get to another day though. So as I said, this video is going to blow out of proportion and go over an hour. So recovery speed on 8. Let's jump back to the main menu. We know our sensitivity is on 23, volume's on 25. I think we are good to go. We're not digging with the horseshoe button on today. If we did put the horseshoe button on, it would look like that, and it will have a lot more going on, a lot more targets to listen to and to contend with. So let's run with that. Sensitivity 23, volume up max, a high recovery speed, a low iron bias, and a huge sight to test it out on. Let's see how we go. So I think we have found our very first target to dig there, guys. He is only a shallow one. The ground has actually hardened up quite a bit, so we're going to go after this guy. I've just sort of been walking around though for the last 5-10 minutes looking to shoot a video, looking to shoot a clip on all these different targets, and I have not dug anything. I've just been listening and just seeing how the new 900 responds, if it's got better separation, which it does. I can see that straight away. Basically through, we better pinpoint that guy, basically through having those 99 segments of or target ID segments there on the screen, as opposed to the old 6 and the 800 with only 40. Basically it shows a lot better separation between targets. So look, what I'm trying to say is how I explained it there over our weekend event as we were showing off the brand new 900 there, as I explained it to many, basically with the 6 and the 800, with having only 40 segments of target ID range there, if you had a 20-cent coin, a pull tab and maybe a bottle top all mixed in together, they are going to be, or separate targets as you were digging through. A pull tab might ring in a 16, a 20-cent coin will ring in a 16, and also the bottle top will ring in a 16. So with the 6 and the 800, you really don't know what you're going after. It could be each of the other, a pull tab, 20-cent coin, or a bottle top. So with the brand new 7 and 900 having the more segments, a target ID range there, going right through to 99, basically if you had the same situation with a pull tab, a bottle top, and a 20-cent coin, they are going to individualize and separate those target IDs a lot better, and or targets a lot better, I should say, showing off different IDs. So look, a bit of a learning curve, but as I said to many, once we learn those numbers on the brand new 7 and 900, I am certain we're really going to be able to individualize and separate those targets whilst detecting a lot easier, a lot better. So who knows? I've seen the question by many on Facebook, what have you. Who knows? Maybe. Look, maybe we may, not be digging as much rubbish in future. No detector out there is ever going to stop you from digging rubbish 100%. However, maybe, look, in future as detectors get better, just like the 7 and 900 here, a new technology, better discrimination, better separation, and maybe we may just, amazing, and maybe we may just stay away from that trash a little bit more for future. So wow, look at that, our first target with the Equinox 900, a bright, beautiful, sunny day, and we have ourselves our first ring, or our first find in general, which happens to be a ring, and you've seen it all happen as I was blabbering away there. So that is just amazing. I can't even remember what the number was now either. I've been talking too much, and that is super exciting. So let's have a look. We've just knocked the dirt out of him quickly. Let's bring him up there on camera. As I said, it's not going to be the longest hunt today. We're just sort of out to show a comparison of the 800 and the 900 there side by side, and also have a little bit of a dig and try and learn a little bit together as we go, or try and start learning the Equinox 900. So wow, our first ring with the brand new 900. What a bloody ripper. He was not deep at all. I think he was around what, 70, 76, something like that. Let's have a bit of a swing over. We'll put him there because I've got a watch on, so if I run him over the coil, he's going to throw funny numbers. Let's have another listen. 75. And listen to those tones, absolutely beautiful. I know we changed the tones with my coin settings on the Equinox 800. We changed tone volumes, tone range, we changed a lot. However, those tones are quite nice indeed. I'm certain if we you know, work out those numbers, learn those numbers, as said before, we may be able to run a bit of a coin shooting program for the 7900 here as well, and hopefully help others out here out there. But I tell you what, you've seen just how easy that was. We may not have to. And we've found our next good sounding target, 67, 68. Oh, he's jumping around a little bit. 69, 2 bars of depth. Let's go into pinpoint mode. Let's see what this guy is. Surely not another ring. I think for memory, a gold coin rang in somewhere around the 60 range on our target ID video we just shot there the other week. Basically, as I said, we do need to get those target IDs out to members and to others alike. However, with everything going on, including our recent event, it's a little hard, so we will get there, and I'm sure it's going to help myself and others a lot for future. So my phone, just say quickly, my phone after our weekend event, dig detecting event, if you have not checked it out, the video is out now. Be sure to give it a look. Throw it up top left corner there. Be sure to give it a look. It's a great hunt, and you'll see exactly why what I'm about to say happened. My phone has blown up since the event. Not blown up dead. It's blown up like crazy. Messages, emails, inbox, phone calls, requests, and you know, look, lots of people joining the detecting group, following me on YouTube, even more so now, and absolutely a stunning feedback from everybody who attended, even people that weren't there. You know, they just could not believe it. So and I cannot wait to get started on the next one. Not only that, we also had Channel 9 News contact us. So as I said, my phone blew up, it went crazy. We are looking forward to the next one. Channel 9 News are now doing a report on us, a bit of an article which should be featured around Christmas time, and I will be throwing up the link to the Dig Detecting Facebook group there for everybody to check out. Oh dear, we've got a gold coin. Everybody to check out on the group there though. Look, I don't know what she's going to write, good or bad. This reporter, lovely lady Emily, I spoke to her on the phone for a good hour, and did, you know, ask me every question under the sun. Look, I am 100% positive though. You know, we're going to get a great article and great feedback, which I'm sure will attract plenty more members for our next event, basically, for everybody to enjoy. So what did we say a gold coin was? A ring in around the 60 range. There we go. And you know what? I haven't even dug a bit of rubbish yet. We got a ring, we got a gold coin, and honestly, 100% honestly, I got no rubbish. That's it. 2 digs and 2 good targets with the brand new Equinox 900 there. Ew, it's sitting on top of an orange. Kids are leaving the schoolyard a bit of a mess. They need to do a little bit more yard duty. I better tell my boys that. So you would never guess what, literally 2 steps forward from that last gold coin, and I think we have another one. There's the proof too that we're in the same area. There's the dirty orange left on the ground. All the ants are eating it away now. Look at that though. 67, 68. We've got another gold coin here. $1 or $2 gold coin, I'm not sure. Oh, by how short and sharp that pinpointing was. Let me give you another listen. How short and sharp that pinpointing was. It's doing exactly what the 800 does, and the 600. I love it. By how short and sharp that pinpoint was though. Let me give you another listen. Listen to it. Swing any which direction too far, and you'd miss that guy. But how short and sharp that pinpointing range is, though, I'm not really sure of the numbers just yet. However, I think that might be a $2 gold coin this time, and not a $1 gold coin. So some probably thinking too, what is this guy doing? He's digging in the schoolyard. Get him out of there. However, my boys, Xavier is 11. He is grade 6 next year. Oh, look at that. We didn't even have to dig. Zabe's grade 6 next year. We were actually just here 2 nights ago for their school concert, and the principal is a lovely lady here. My boys have been here since the start, and you know, Dominic's now here. And look, I approached the principal there with Xavier. I think he was grade 1 when we did it, and basically asked the principal, would you mind, you know, this is what we do on weekends, get out there detecting, finding coins, unearthing history, learning all about it with the boys. Would you mind if we come here to the school and did just that? And this school, I will say, is you know, my town's oldest original first school. 1853 it was founded during the gold rush period here in Victoria, and it's a phenomenal school at that. Unfortunately, it did burn down, suspected arson too. However, the old school bell sits there right in front of me, and look, it's just a wonderful, beautiful school with amazing people and amazing teachers, and look, just everything. As I said, we were here for the school concert 2 nights ago, and look, they're just amazing, absolutely amazing. A credit to everybody who works here, staff and everybody. How they look after the students and run this school is phenomenal. And look, all this stuff that we find, we speak to teachers about and staff, and they just love it, absolutely love it, and love to see the boys coming to school on weekends, I'm sure, on their days off. So there we have it, another gold coin. You've seen it all happen. We're going to put that one in the pouch, in the detected treasure pouch. And we now have 2 $1 gold coins and that wonderful little, it's only a junk ring, but still, however, that wonderful little ring. So, oh dear, it is getting hot. However, I am loving this brand new 900. What a ripper. So something that you don't often see me do, dig those lower numbers. However, as mentioned, we really need to learn what the 7 and 900 can do here, and why not, you know, what better way to learn the numbers than just really to start from the start, like I did with the 800 some 6 years ago, and dig it all and see what happens, see what it is, see what the numbers are telling us, and what the items are that come out of the ground. That's what we're all here for, isn't it? That's why we love detecting. Let's face it, detecting is a lot of fun, but if you were just swinging a stick around all day in a park or a field or at the beach, and it didn't work or it didn't do anything for you, it would probably not be as much fun, and people would look at you weird, thinking, even more weird, thinking, what is this bloke doing? He's just swinging a stick. He's not even achieving anything. So look, people do look at us weird now, swinging around, walking around with these detectors. However, at least we walk away with something at the end. At least we're digging stuff and finding stuff and having fun doing so. So awesome, awesome stuff. Just tell you what, just quickly before we dig this target, you know, Minelab metal detectors, and you know, they're just a credit to themselves. They are phenomenal, and not just Minelab metal detectors in general, you know, just metal detecting in general. It's just a fascinating hobby, and Minelab are a credit to that, because really, let's face it, they provide what we all love to do. So, oh dear, I love it. I love it. We all know how much detecting I do, and I still wake up every day thinking, right, I'm going detecting. Even on those cold, wet days, I still think the same. But even on a beautiful sunny day like today, you know, I'd feel ashamed of myself if I sat at home and didn't get out and do something. And most of the time, my priority to do something is going detecting, as we all know. So I love it. I love it. I cannot get enough. So what are we doing? We're digging all over to China for this target, aren't we? There we go. We've got a little pin. Oh dear, that's actually that's the clip off the back of a Anzac pin. You push the 2 little tabs in there. I can't do it because I've got gloves on and my fingers are fatter than normal. There's no way I'll be able to handle that and do that. However, you push the 2 little tabs in there, as we all know, and you lock the pin through the front. As I said, generally an Anzac pin or badge. So nice to see, you know, bit of a shame to see it lost. The Anzac badge is probably around here somewhere. However, that's something nice to see, really, because let's face it, if that is there, that shows that someone has supported the Anzacs, the RSL, their return service leagues here in Australia, and bought and donated some money to them to help out families. So I do it every year, and I think it is very important. The boys get a poppy each year to wear proudly, or an Anzac pin, and they also get their bracelet to wear around their wrists. So lest we forget, and I tell you what, spot, we will never stop forgetting. So anyway, let's keep going. Short hunt, and not very much longer to go. We still don't have any trash apart from that little Anzac backing pin there, a few coins and a ring. As I said, not a very long hunt, we're time limited and we better get out of here. But first we'll show you a look at exactly what we found today, after a few more digs, that is. Right, so as mentioned, we are going to get out of here soon, guys. However, as I swing around a little bit for the next 10 minutes and try and find that next target, I thought how nice would it be for you guys to just hear the machine in action. And this is very trashy ground too, I might add, and we have nearly everything you know, targeted in today. So we only don't have the horseshoe button in, but from 0 through to 99 we're hearing and listening to it all. So look, as much as I like to talk, some can say that I can talk with a mouthful of marbles underwater. That may be true. However, as much as I like to talk, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run around for a few minutes, locate that next target, and let you guys really listen to that machine in action. Let's bump that volume back up again too, because I tell you what, the speaker at 25, it is very, very loud. It sounds awesome though, just a little bit too loud in some situations, but now, right now, is that perfect situation for you to give a listen to and a look. So, oh dear, my idea may not be working because we've just found our next good target, and it's jumping right up there, jumping right around. However, I've seen a, there it is, I've seen a 95, 97, and we all know what those numbers meant when watching, or you know, when putting together that target ID chart, don't we? That could be a florin, that could be a penny, that could be a silver, that could be an English crown, that could be something cool. As I said, this school is 1853, first founded, first built, first established. Behind me was where the original school used to sit, and I'll throw up a picture for everybody to have a look up the top left corner, because I think it's important to see, because it's just such a beautiful school, and you can see all the kids standing out there in the front enjoying themselves, or probably not many of them were enjoying themselves, I should say, but all standing out there in their little dresses and top hats and suits, and I just think it's a wonderful picture. So, and that all sat there originally behind me, and as I said, suspected arson burnt it down, and it's all been replaced now. So look, long story short, this could be anything. I did want to give you a listen, give you a look. However, this is too good to go past. Oh, rusty nail, maybe not, maybe not. First bit of rubbish, that's okay, that's okay. That's what we all do detecting for, isn't it? Maybe we'll be hitting on a falsie there. Okay, just pulling the rusty nail out there, straight away thinking maybe that was a false target. We do have a low iron bias, and as mentioned, running a high iron bias, you will get you know, chances of masking coins. However, running a low iron bias, you will not mask coins as such. However, you can, what you'll find is you can get a few false signals coming through the machine, being rusty nails. So it'll turn out to be rusty nails. I tell you what, that's quite okay. Oh, that wasn't a rusty nail. That's quite okay if it was though, because you know, look, that's why we all do detecting. And at the end of the day, sometimes you can be pleasantly surprised. So I think we may just dug off a little bit for that guy. Or he's a big pipe hiding under there, and I'm going after something crazy. Doesn't sound like a pipe though. It sounds like a nice, pretty nice short sharp signal. Just having a little bit of trouble pinpointing him there, because there's another target in front of it. Right, I've sort of got a bit of a fix on him under that little white daisy, which is just off to the front, left? Yeah, left. Our last hole was here, so just off to the left. I've got another signal here which sounds like it was that high target. It sounds like it could be our silver coin, so let's give him a dig. Oh dear, on camera, we'll keep you there. This video is going to be super long, sorry. However, I hope quite interesting for many to watch and learn, as I do myself. So, oh dear, I'm struggling with my left hand. I'm trying not to let that other plug open up. at the same time and make a horrible mess. We do have permission. We want to be clean though. That's what allows us to come back, isn't it? Oh dear, it's warming up too, as I said before. It's getting hot. Don't know what I'm doing with this jumper still on, but that's okay. Right, he's playing funny buggers with us there. We may go deeper. We'll have another listen with the detector. We need two hands though, as I'm working with my left. So we need two hands. We'll clear a space, run the detector over there. We'll shut the plug down to flatten the surface, make it easier. We'll give it a listen. We'll go after him. If nothing comes of it, as I said, we're going to walk around and we're just going to spend 5 minutes giving you a listen to the tones of the detector of the new Equinox 900 here, and basically letting you see how it operates through very, very trashy ground. That's enough. We're getting away from that last target. I'm just playing with it and making a mess, and to be honest, I'm really not certain that we're going to find that high signal in there. I think there's a lot more rusty nails basically falsing out and creating that high signal. So let's instead, as I said, do what I was going to do. And only a quick video today. We're running out of time, so let's give you a listen just how this machine operates as we walk around and dig a few targets. And I like to talk, but I'll stop there and give you a listen. What? I thought that was going to be a coin. Never mind. So we're back to where the orange peel was, right in front of us there. And we've sort of done a bit of a grid there, as you're seeing. We sort of walked away, giving you a listen to all the targets, all the sounds, how the brand new 900 here operates. We are just going to finish off to the bin there and dig a few more targets and then get out of here. So just hope that this video has really helped some out there though. Look, I could have included more, I could have shown more, I know that. More things for me to think of in future. And look, as I edit this video, I'll think of just that too. I'll think, well, I forgot to include that in, and we can include it in for next time. I tell you what, I think we've also found our very last target. I remember the gold coins were sitting somewhere around the 60 range, high 60s. I think it was about a 60 or 67, 68 there before, where we found the two $1 gold coins at the very start of this video. So, oh, midway through this video, I should say. I've done a lot of talking today, haven't I? That's okay though. Hopefully, as I said, I provided plenty of tips and tricks, small, you know, small as it may be. Hopefully, showing the comparison there, and speaking about the handle, the control unit, and showing a quick run through the settings. I really hope it gave everybody a great look at the new 900 Equinox 900 by Minelab. Absolutely fabulous machine. So there he is. We're not finishing off with a coin. Oh dear. Instead, that is even cooler. Let me give him a bit of a wipe up there. I've found one of these before, funnily enough, with the Equinox 800. Isn't that cool? We're going to be able to repeat success finds with the brand new 900 here, aren't we? All over again. So just amazing, and I'm certain a lot of those finds will come from sites that we've done over well done over with the 6 and the 800, and missed a lot of stuff. So there he is, the turbo key. This guy, it is basically a key, a wind-up lock-up key for a little toy car there. So as I said, I have found one of these in the past. So Kidco Incorporated. Wow, that is awesome. In great condition too. I think I may have struck him a little bit with the digger on the side there, however really no damage. So very lucky, very awesome. And another one to put in the pouch. So we'll go over now. Wow. I said, very noisy over there, isn't it? Lucky we didn't venture over towards the road today. Lucky we stayed in the middle of the school there. So the boys are over in the sandpit too, keeping cool under the shade. So look, what I'm going to do is we're going to wander over to them now. We are going to get ourselves in the shade, put the brand new 900 and the 800 in the shade, and also run through quickly what we managed to pull out for what the last half an hour detecting and shooting this video. So we spent most of our time shooting the comparisons. So just a quick video though today, just giving it a look, as I said. And now let's check out our finds. So that is about it for us there today, guys. As I said, we're unfortunately time limited today. It is a Saturday afternoon. However, we have a few other responsibilities we need to do and take care of today. So we did give you a good run through of the old 800 here, compared side by side with the brand new Equinox 900. And what a difference, what a great machine. And I'm sure with the success of the 6 and the 800, I'm sure they're going to, the 7 and the 900 are going to follow suit just the same all the way through. So now let's give you a look at our finds very quickly. We were not hunting for that long at all. We have other commitments, unfortunately, so we do need to get out of here. However, you've seen it all come out, all the gold coins, and how easily they come out too. A couple of gold coins there. I say all the gold coins, and we've got a couple of gold coins there, and we were not hunting for that long though. A 10-cent coin, a beautiful little junk green ring. I was going to call him gold, and also the turbo wind-up key, my second now for the collection. So, and look, if you count this little piece as trash, we'll put him down the bottom. We have also 4 bits of rubbish. So 5 neat finds and 4 bits of rubbish. A chunky piece of melted lead, the little Anzac clip, the pull tab, which look, to be honest, you could go anywhere in the world and find these guys. They are everywhere. And the old rusty nail, most likely due to running such a low iron bias on the brand new Equinox 800 though. So that's exactly sort of how I set up the 800 though. Over the years I've had some great success. So as I mentioned, anybody moving from the 6 to the 800, I really feel like it's look, it's going to be a bit of a learning curve. However, nothing that can't be done by the individual out there. So if I can do it, you can do it. I'm sure you'll just have as much success as me, so, and enjoy as much as me. So anyway guys, that is about it for us today here at Dig It Detecting. I really hope you enjoyed, and I really hope to see you on that next adventure. So cheers and happy hunting, and I hope, as I said, hope to get out there more for future and share plenty more as we go. So cheers guys, we'll see you next time.